You already know what that means. Like, I gotta just like swoop in and scoop them up under my wing, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl XO Kara, and I'm back with another freaking video. And you already know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you always know when I drop another freaking video. And if you read by that title, I'm back with another freaking story time. And y'all, this story time is crazy. I feel like at this point, this is like a dating series, y'all, because I don't know what I be running into, y'all. Like, I just really don't. Like, is it me? Am I the drama? Like, I just don't know. So we about to get into it. I'm not gonna make this long. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Alright, so this video happened this story time happened like a few years ago. And so I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I just gotta take y'all back. So in college, I was following somebody, this boy. We're gonna name him Thomas. So it was this boy named Thomas, and I was following him on Instagram. Now this is like, I want to say like maybe 2 years, mind you, this happened years ago. So this was at least like 2 more years before we even encountered each other. Like, before I really knew him and before he really knew me. Like, we followed each other on Instagram, but that was about it. Nothing else, y'all. So I was scrolling and I see him and I'm like, oh, he fine. Like, he cute. Like, he fine. So I go to his profile and I'm like scrolling, you know, trying to check it out. And I figured out that he had a girlfriend. So I'm like, dang, like, cause you know we don't play no side bitches over here. Period. We got the top spot. We top priority. We #1. We head honcho. We sit on these bitches' heads, okay? We take shits on bitches' heads, okay? And we don't let that crown fall, okay? So like, no, but listen, that's what I'm trying to say. So I just, you know, I just exit that out because I just was like, whatever, like, he got a girlfriend, come on, move on. There's plenty more fish in the sea, right? So fast forward now, this is at 2 years later to when we finally, like, I guess I finally see him again. Because like after that, like, he was like on my timeline every now and then. Like, you know how like you have people on your timeline consistent, like no matter what post they post, you're always going to see their posts all the time. But he was just one of those people where I seen they post every now and then. Okay, 2 years later, right? Okay, so I found out that his birthday is the day before mine. My birthday is September 24th, and so his birthday was September 23rd. So I had he had hopped inside my DM to tell me happy birthday, and he was like, oh snap, you a Libra too, oh happy birthday. So I'm like, oh thanks, happy birthday, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go to his page because again, he didn't really look that much familiar to me. So I go to his page, I'm scrolling again, I remember who I'm looking at. I'm like, oh, I thought he had a girlfriend. None of the girlfriend pictures is on here again. So I'm like, oh, you already know what that means. Like, I gotta just like swoop in and scoop him up under my wing, okay? After that or whatever, that passed, I left it at that. Like, you ain't gonna be too thirsty. Like, you just gotta let it happen like gradually over time, you know. So so after that, I had I think like it was like maybe like a week later, or maybe like a couple days, or maybe I don't know how long ago after it was, but it was after my birthday. I do know it was after my birthday. So he had posted some Jamaican food on his thing, and I basically was like, you sharing? So he basically like hopped in and was just like, yeah, da 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 da. So like now I'm like, he flirting. So like I'm like, okay. So like he into me because he had made another post and was basically like, don't be asking me if I'm sharing because I'm not sharing. I feel like that was just a little bit, it might have been a little bit of attention seeking, whatever, but my ass fell for it and I hopped in his DM. It was like, you sharing, period. And he said yes, period. So fast forward, like we get into talking and stuff like that, and I say to him, I'm like, I asked him if he had a girlfriend, and he told me no, he was single. So I was so scared to give him my number at first, but my friend, I like typed it in. I'm like, oh well, if you free sometime, text my phone or something like that, and I put my number. But I was so scared to send a message. My roommate actually sent the message for me, and I'm like, oh my god. And I don't think, could you unsend messages then on Instagram? I don't know if you could unsend messages then on Instagram. I don't know. Or maybe I just didn't care. Like, once it was sent, it was sent. Like, I'm not unsending the messages, because if you get the notifications to your phone, then you already seen the message. So it'd be like, what would the point of me like unsending it be? Whatever. I hate when niggas do that. So boom, we texting, and you know, we having a good conversation. I'm getting to know him. He in school too. I'm not gonna get into all of what he was doing, but just know he was in school too. And so it seemed cool. He drove a nice little car, and at this time I didn't have my license or car. Well, obviously if I didn't have my license, I don't know, because some people do be having cars and don't be having licenses, but I had both. So I'm like, oh, he got a nice little car. He had this nice real, when I tell y'all he was fine, he was fine. He had this nice real full beard, y'all, not no patchy crusty beard. He was brown skin, low cut Caesars with the deep wave. You know how me and our sis be like them, low cut Caesars with the deep wave. Know how to flip that money 3 ways, period. So yeah, it was that, y'all. Like, it was really that. So we talking on FaceTime, and at this point I'm at school. He back home in Philly. So I'm in school, and we getting to know each other. He talking to me about graduation, because this one I was about to graduate from college, y'all. So after that, my graduation come up, and now it's time for us to like link up or whatever. So he like, oh, you don't live there, because we figured out that we didn't live that far from each other. He only lived a few minutes away from me. So I was, no lie, y'all, I probably was only home for a couple of days. He pulled up on me. I get in the car. I talked to him for a little bit. Y'all, he wasn't catfish. He smelled so good. Boom. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I think I'm feeling his vibe, whatever. So after that, we linked up a few times. Like, he came over. We would chill. We would watch TV. I would help him out with his schoolwork. He would help me with studying for the LSAT. Like, it was like a cool little vibe. Like, I was feeling it, y'all. I'm not going to lie. But what I wasn't feeling was the fact that we didn't do nothing, y'all. Like, we didn't. Now this is December, and now this is January. Like, we talking, and it's like nothing's happening. Okay, like, he didn't ask me. He asked me to pick a movie. He asked me to pick a movie that's inside the movies, and he told me to tell it to him. I sent it to him, sent him the trailer, everything. It was come time for the day for us to go to the movies. Girl, do you think that man text my phone? Do you think that man called to see if we was still on? No, that man ain't do none of that. So that should have been red flag number 1, and I should have just left the situation alone. But my dumbass didn't. My dumbass still kept feeding into his conversations and stuff like that, and he didn't even never bring it up. So I ain't never bring it up either, because I'm not no pressed ass bitch. Period. So after that, we had probably stopped talking for like 3, I want to say like 2 weeks, and then out of nowhere we started like talking again. And so he had invited me to, this is still January, but this is like the end of January. So he had invited me to this club called 312, and basically it was his friend's birthday, and his friend had got a section, and you know how that go. Like, tell me when you get there, blah 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 blah, I'm gonna come get you, and then you could come in the section with me. So that's how the plan was supposed to go. And I had went with 2 of my friends, because he was like, yeah, bring your friends and all that. So I brought 2 of my friends, and we hyped, we got our outfits together, we ready to go out, we ready to turn up, all of that good stuff. So we get there way earlier than him, because we was able to get a ride. One of my friends, Bbw'S, was able to was driving us there, so that way we wouldn't have to pay for Uber. So we get there mad earlier than him. So we in there, and you know, we waiting for him to get there. So it get late, and I'm asking him like, hey, like, where you at? He like, oh, I'm on my way, blah 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 blah. So it get to be like, I want to say like 12:30. He finally get there. I see him. It just so happened that where we was standing at, because we was standing in the back, like away from like all the crowd and stuff like that, and by like the woman's bathroom, because we had our drinks with us, our feet was hurting, we wanted to like kind of lean on something. So we actually peeped him walk into the section, like walk inside and then walk into the section. So I was just like, oh, like, I asked my friends, and I'm like, oh, like, should we go over there? I'm gonna just say their names. I asked my, well, not their names. I'm gonna just say their names. I asked my friend Janae, and I asked my friend Talima if I should walk over there to like basically like let them know that I'm here. So my friends was just like, no, like, he invited you here, like, he know that you here, like, let him text you and tell you like and see where you at. Like he know you here, like you ain't gotta walk up to him. Like it just seemed like you watching him, like you stalking him a little bit. So I was like, all right, chill, y'all right. So time go on, he ain't text me not one time, like at all. So I get tired of standing right there because I'm like, he's literally right there, and I wanted to walk over there so bad, but my friends were telling me, no, don't do that, like you gonna seem pressed, so I'm like, all right, y'all right. So we ended up leaving from over there and going somewhere else, and we ended up meeting with some people, and they had got a hookah for us, and we ended up just smoking some hookah. But that whole entire time he did not text me, like not one bit, like at all. And so as we was leaving out, so now we leaving the club or whatever the case may be. He decides to text my phone, and he like, why you ain't say nothing, and you was already there, you should have said something, and then you seen me, how you gonna get mad when you seen me and then you didn't say nothing? And I had to tell him, I said, first of all, you the one who invited me out. Boom. I got there earlier. We sitting there texting, and you know I'm already there. So common sense or common courtesy, if you're inviting somebody out, that you would see where they at, so that way you can meet up with them, so you're not feeling all left out. But the problem is he had 10, 11, 12, 13 bitches in the section, and I didn't want to be in that type of environment. And like I don't want to be in nobody's small ass section where everybody got to stand up. You only got 2 bottles. At this point, everybody only getting 2 shots. Like I'm not for it. I'm not for it. So I ended up like stopped talking to him for like I want to say like 2 months after that. Like we really stopped talking for like a long time because he just wasn't getting that it was the principle. Like we talked it out, but then after that you could tell. I guess he kind of could tell my energy with him, and like we kind of just fell off. So boom, I don't know how it started happening again, but we started linking up again. So again, same thing. He coming over here, we watching TV, we vibing together, drinking wine together, laughing together, recording each other, all of this stuff. And again, he's not taking me out on no dates. He not buying me nothing. And it's not giving laying up. And mind you, at this point, I didn't even have sex with him. And at this point, because we did it one time, but that was a whole different thing. Like. At this point I wasn't like, so it's not giving it. Like, what are we doing, sir? So I start to ask him like what are we doing, like, and he's just like, oh, of course, you know, every nigga favorite line, oh, we just going with the flow, we just vibing, seeing where things go, this, that, and third, blah blah blah. That's the cap, y'all. I was so young and dumb and naive. So fast forward, me, Janae, Talima, Tay, y'all already know Tay, and then Janae friend Kimani. I'm just saying names because it ain't really like nothing on them, so I'm gonna just say names. And so we had decided to go to Six Flags, and at this point me and Janae, we had season passes, and so since the day that we had bring a friend for free pass, so we had I bought Tay as my friend, and Janae bought Kimani as her friend, and Janae was the only one who had a car and her license, so she drove us there. So I put that I'm there on Six Flags or whatever. He popped up in my DMs and he like, oh, that's crazy, I'm about to be there too. So I'm just like telling my friends like, oh, he about to come here, like, oh, he about to be here, like he gonna be here, we gonna run into him and all this other stuff. Like I'm just, you know, whatever, like I guess a little bit excited. I'm not gonna say like excited, but I'm a little bit excited because I'm gonna see my boo at Six Flags, and then you know we gonna meet up. He probably gonna be with some of his friends, and my friends can meet his friends, and then we could be friends. And you see how I put that there, right? So that's what I thought was gonna be the thing. So time go on and get to the nighttime, and you know, I didn't run into him yet. So the park is getting ready to close, and we just got off of El Toro. Y'all probably don't even know these names, but it was a roller coaster. We just got off of this roller coaster called, it was wooden roller coaster called El Toro. And I had we was walking to try to go get on another roller coaster called the Nitro before it closed. So as we're walking to go to Nitro, we're walking this way, I peep walking this way towards me. Ooh, I said his name. I peep. So as I'm walking this way, I peep Thomas coming this way towards me. So I'm like, okay, like there you go. But as I'm getting closer, I see that he is on a date. Yes, y'all, a date And with somebody that, like, a skinny Latino woman. Yes, he's on a date with a skinny Latino woman. And mind y'all, after the situation happened with the club situation, I had noticed that he was like posting a lot of skinny, you know, Spanish women, Latino women. I had noticed that. So I said it to him, I'm like, I am not your type. Number one, I'm big, y'all. This was when I had about 50 more pounds on me. So number one, I'm big. Number two, I'm black. Number three, my hair is not fine curly like that. Like, I'm not your type, and that's okay. Like, we could be friends. That's fine. Like, I don't have no problem addressing that fact that I'm not your type. That's fine. Everybody have their own preference on who they want to date, and if I'm not her, move on. Like, cause I'm not nobody's secret. Period. So I seen that. So mind y'all, he was already blocked. He was already been blocked for 3 days because the messages was just a little dry or whatever, too dry for my liking. So I kind of blocked him, and that's when I wanted to figure out how long would it take for him to see if he was blocked. Took him 3 days, because I guess since he seen me see him with another woman, I guess he thought that I blocked him over a woman. But no, I didn't block you over nobody's woman. I've been blocked. You've been blocked for 3 days, my guy. I was just trying to figure out how long it would take for you to notice. And he just basically was like, wow, you out of pocket, this and third. And I just decided to leave it at that, because at the end of the day, we've been talking for however long. Like, this, I think this was we've been talking since like that December, and then it was just like all the way up to July. We've been talking for that long, and not one time have you taken me out, have you shown me something, have you, you know, did anything for me worthwhile. And this is not what we about to do, because you're open and willing and walking around this big ass park with another woman. Weird. And it's just like, at some point, y'all gotta realize that the dude is just not that into you, because if he wanted to do it, he would. Maybe y'all just not his type. And I just wanted to share this story time, because listen, baby, I'm too bomb to be in the fucking dark. And that's why I keep telling y'all, like, why is my love life going like this? Because your girl is beautiful, okay? But that's all I wanted to say for this video. Like, just like, love yourself a little more, knowing it's time to dip on niggas and save yourself some self-respect and some self-dignity. So that is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoy. I will see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you always know when I drop another freaking video. Bye.